You know, go out here after dark, look down and see some of the headlights in the tunnel. You didn't buy that, did you? I hope not.
I like it.
This is Don, Cowboy Biker Ventures.
Over on the left, the Stranahan House, oldest structure in town. Built back in 1901, that was the town hall, trading post, post office. Mr. Stranahan used to run a little barge across the river. I guess that was the original water taxi. And right next door to the Stranahan House, the second tallest building in town, the Los Olas Icon, 45 stories. Now that is a high-end rental unit. By high-end, the rents in there range from $2,500 to $10,000 a month. Wait a minute, that was yesterday. Riverside Hotel on our left, Fort Lauderdale's oldest hotel, built back in 1936. You know, the hotel was built so well that for years it was downtown Fort Lauderdale's hurricane shelter. And if you're looking for a good restaurant, give that boathouse a try. The food's excellent, and so is the discount with your water taxi ticket.
This is a 360 video. Please feel free to look around. This is the water taxi in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
The shops and restaurants on Los Olas Boulevard. Stop number 2 coming up.
This is part 1.
Look at the size of this bungalow under construction on the right-hand side. How much room do you need? Looks to me like a bachelorette party.
That's the boat we should be on, guys. That's the way to travel this. I couldn't resist. After all, I am a man.
Nice breeze. Yeah.
I guess the secret is, or the question is, how long is these stops?
Anybody for stop 2, the Shops of Los Olas at 9th Avenue? Anybody?
Yeah.
Getting off here. Yeah, this is the first mansion on the river with running water. It was built in 1926. Sheriff Needham, he owned the big hotel in town. Then he became the 4th mayor of Fort Lauderdale. And Winston Churchill and Franklin Roosevelt visited Needham at his house here in 1936.
I believe he's waiting for the boats to pass by. We'll be going here in just a moment. There we go.
Yeah. Right up there. Nice drive.
Yeah, now we sell a lot more than
Did you hear what
water
she's
up
saying?
here, kids. We've got all kinds of options. We have $7 for a Miller Lite, and Corona Extra is $8. Pinot Grigio and Cabernet Sauvignon, $8. And we have cocktails in a can that are coming $8. They have rum in coconut water, which is very popular. They're not very sweet too, so if you don't like lots of sweet. Tequila and seltzers and vodka and lemonade tea and vodka, all $8. Life vests are under the seats in the center. And we ask you to please take a seat when we pull in or out of the dock. Yeah, this house was built in 1926, the original wood. Imagine a wood house surviving all that. Well, that's jade pine, that's extinct now. The termites can't eat it. pine. They used hollow cement block. And that's an old house been expanded on. Anthony's of Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza. This house for sale for $14 million. If you look inside the house, you'll see the trees are right in the middle of the house there. Like that. This one's for sale for $15 million. Jared Jewelers. Jared Jewelers, $15 million. The most expensive home on the river is coming up on the corner here. It's a spec house. They tore out an old house, put up the big house, and flipped this house. They got $28 million for this place on the corner.
Wow.
You can't get rich. Hey, go to see on the Caribbean. She's a grand old lady, over 100 years old. You can't get rich quick over here. That's the church parking lot. Yeah, they donated the land to the church. It's probably worth about $50 million now. Wow, look at this beautiful yachts coming in. Yeah, you get a lot of yacht traffic on this river. The Lauderdale Marine Center is one of the largest yacht basins in the country. They do big work on big yachts. Wow, look at this, 007, doesn't look like out of a movie.
Wow, some big, big boats.
Wow, look at that.
Mickey D's.
Yes. Oh, here comes the Jungle Queen, kids. She's been coming down the river for 85 years. Same captain. Just joking. This one, the Harry Potter house. Look at that. They're reading their Harry Potter chair. Looks like it's out of the movie, doesn't it? This guy imports coffee. He also got lucky in love. He married our resident billionaire's favorite niece. That was a wedding gift to Holly Huizinga from Uncle Wayne. Anybody else have an Uncle Wayne? Where's the jungle? Hey, look, she's famous. It says it on the outside. Yes, Jungle Queen.
Jungle Queen.
Now this fella is pretty important over at the Seminole Gaming Hard Rock Casino. He's in charge of the odds there, CEO. We call this one the Energizer Bunny House. It just keeps going and going and going. I think they found a pot of gold here at Ponce de Leon Boulevard. You see the gazebo that's inlaid gold. That's where Uncle Wayne used to live. Wayne Huizinga started Blockbuster Video, automation, waste management. Bought the Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins football team, the stadium, hockey, baseball, Panthers, and Marlin. Now owned by Chuck West, founder of Pet Supermarket. This is Fort Lauderdale's version of Fort Knox. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, here comes another water taxi, kids. That's the one with the sun deck and the air conditioning. That boat's running 30 minutes behind us.
House we just passed, that red brick house, 8 bedrooms, 8 baths, and 2 acres, sold recently for $16 million. And the whisper around town is they're going to tear that house down. And no one spreads the rumor better than the water taxi. Look at this house under construction on the right-hand side. Notice how they're using steel I-beams for the structure. Now that house is definitely going to be hurricane-proof. House next door, the Henneke family, they've got a company out of Texas called Golfsmith. Any baby boomers on board this boat other than me? 2 of us? See that look around. See that 2-story Cape Cod style house on the right with the pink umbrellas? Used to belong to a very popular TV personality from the baby boom era. A fellow named Robert Smith. Name ring a bell? How about this? Hey kids, what time is it? Howdy doody time. Buffalo Bob retired right here in Fort Lauderdale. Nice job, Peanut Gallery.
Wow, they're not taking any chances over here. Look how high that seawall is. Yeah, the city's getting pretty strict about seawalls. They hired a whole bunch of inspectors. They come out and evaluate your seawall. You get that letter, $1,000 a linear foot. You know, 80 years ago, we were pointing out houses that look like this. See that little tiny place with a metal roof? Today, that house is valued at $2 million.
Wow.
Lady's house with white trim, the beige house coming up. She's salesman of the year at the Nissan dealership. Well, her dad owns the dealership. He built her own house. And he built a bigger house for himself across town. Well, they have a little bad luck here. House burnt down, total loss. They want $8 million house is gone. Well, not such bad luck. They've got the lot back on the market for $10 million. Let me didn't give you any ideas. Go home and burn your house down. Big house on the corner is valued at $60 million now. Guy went to school for pharmacy school, yeah. He gave up his day job. He started his own laboratory, Paddock Laboratories out of Minneapolis. Sold the company for $500 million. Generic drug company. Now, Kathy Plant's going to take us from the Rio Nuevo. That's what Ponce de Leon wrote on his map 500 years ago, looking for the pot of gold. New River. Now we're on the Intracoastal Waterway. Now, this is a 3,000-mile waterway. It starts up in the northeast, runs all the way down to Key West, all the way out to Brownsville, Texas, on the Mexican border, maintained by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Big shot at Remington. Look up on the third floor. You can see that building next to the steps. The third floor. That's a private shooting range up there. This house looks like a movie set, doesn't it? Well, he's a movie producer, Barry Minoff. Still out here trying to catch this fish. Yeah, that's Stuart Johnson's work. He didn't go to pharmacy school. Johnson. I'm sure he's happy he did. He became a world-renowned sculptor. Stuart Johnson. Yeah, those aren't cheap backyard ornaments. Okay, see that big tree there, kids? That is protected. You cannot tear that tree out. It's over 200 years old. East Indian banyan tree. You know how much they want for that lot, though? $100 million just for that lot. It's ridiculous. You know he'll probably get it. Prices around here are crazy. Any beer drinkers on board that beige house with a black boat on the list? Pottsville, PA. Anybody heard of Dick Yingling? Yingling beer. Yeah, America's oldest brewery. Dick did pretty well. 5 generations now. $2 billion company. Oh, see him walking around on the sandbar, kids? Nice shot of the skyline and Lauderdale Yacht Club in the foreground. Yeah, yacht's worth more than the house. Yeah. We're going to go down to Port Everglades, and these ladies will be getting on one of the cruise ships on Saturday. Anybody else on a cruise while you're here? What do you call this, a hayride? Movie buffs, you might recognize this house with the blue windows. That was used in the Miami Vice movie with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. Michael Mann, big movie producer. That's Paulie Hanson's house. He grew up in Forest City, Iowa. He got lucky. Dad started a company called Winnebago Land Yachts. Okay, we're going to pull into stop number 3, 15th Street Fisheries. It's casual, moderate prices, American cuisine. Here's Fort Lauderdale's finest, 5-0. Keeping our water safe over here. And we're going to go get you down there to stop 4 where you want to jump ship for the Hollywood Express. Okay, first of all, we'll go to number 3. This is, if you're hungry now, this is a beautiful spot overlooking the ocean. The waterways here, watch the ships come in. And it's not just seafood, everything's good here. Have you tried a Cuban sandwich yet? They're very good here. Hi. Anybody going to the restaurant here? Nobody? Okay. See if anyone's joining us here.
Okay, this is going to be the end of part 1. I'll be back with part 2. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the beauty.